Allen Iverson is spot on about Luka, even if he was a little afraid to say it.
Let me talk about this guy. What the hell is wrong with Luka? His style, it's just, it's kind of like street ball mixed in with the street ball. And then I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way.
He's slow as hell.
Now, hell, he move at his own pace.
Right.
But I won't gonna say that. I'll let you say it. Because they probably kill me for it.
No, you should say it. We can edit it out. We won't.
Man, yeah, he played the way he played.
White? He plays like a white guy?
Iverson has always had a way with words. Shout out to Shaq for making what he said next sound a little bit better. Luka plays sort of a street ball style, like AI was saying. When you have that high of a basketball IQ, you can improvise on a dime. And that's why they call him Luka Magic. What was Iverson so nervous to say on the podcast?
No, he plays like a black guy.
Ah, gotcha.
He has
that man got style.
Hold on. Let me fix it. He has swag.
He got swag.
Got it. Okay.
He got swag. There you go. He got swag.
Yeah, no,
you could, man, he's so cool out there. He just, everything's just slow in me, just major moves, and then wet ball. He shoot the blood out of that thing. Man, Luka is.
You played in an era where we were allowed to touch people up.
And really, he's not wrong. But you won't believe who AI compared Luka to from his era. Luka has that swagger that AI and Shaq were talking about. Steph even said the same thing when Luka first came into the league.
He's very talented. He's smart, high IQ guy, obviously. Has a lot of confidence to his game, a lot of swag to his game. He came out firing tonight with some patented moves that he's shown, but he's a guy that just knows what he's doing out there.
Since he first came into the NBA, the dude had swag. He'll take the biggest shot of the game, make it look easy when he sinks it, and then stare you down. But sometimes, he's too focused on the game to worry about swag. Seriously, what are you doing there, Luka? Imagine him breaking those moves out in the club. The way he plays is so slow. He's constantly in total control of the game. Sometimes it looks like swag. Other times it looks like he just can't play that fast. But then in a second, he pulls a move that makes no sense, proving that this is Luka's game and we're all just witness to it. Why does he make scoring in this league look so easy? He talked about this a few months back.
It's very different because the court is smaller, the fouls are different, the rules are different, so everything's different, and you have less time. But just playing in the NBA, you have guys they're almost impossible to guard, and that's why the NBA is way more tougher to play. I only say scoring is easier in NBA just because of the amount of the different rules, the less space, the time. So that's why I said it.
So you think it's harder to score 30 points in a EuroLeague game than it is in an NBA game?
Yeah, 100%.
There are a few different rules in the NBA, including the defensive 3-second violation, helping the NBA's scoring be way higher than in EuroLeagues. What would Allen Iverson average in today's game with these new rules?
If I average 30, I lost the scoring title to Kobe the year he averaged 35. I averaged 33. And I'm just thinking, like, if I was to play in this era where it's wide open, if I can average 33 in a season, I'm going to just take it up to 43. I know 10 points more.
I agree with that.
Gotta be.
Sure. 43 points per game when you can't shoot threes. We'll go with that. The point is, this era is really offense friendly. 4 guys in every lineup can hit a 3, opening the paint. Luka puts up massive stats, basically a 30-point triple-double every single game. Who does he remind AI of? Keep watching to find out. The rules are different than they were in 2001, and they're different overseas. More than that, it's about team ball over there, starting all the way from young kids. Here, kids in AAU play games way more often than they practice. Overseas, it's the opposite. American kids learn how to look good for scouts. European kids learn how to play team ball. That's why Luka's quickly becoming the most unstoppable scorer in the NBA, while also being one of its best floor generals. You can call Luka a point guard, a shooting guard, or a forward. It doesn't really matter in today's league. If you average 34 points, 10 assists, and 9 boards on 49-38 splits, you can call yourself whatever you want. There's a reason he was a first teamer by his second season, and a reason he dropped 73 points on the Hawks earlier this year. He's also the only guy ever with a 60-20-10 triple-double. His post-up game has always been immaculate, and he has a tight handle despite towering over defenders. He's strong, quick, and most of all, smart. Other than Jokic, does he have the highest IQ of all prime players right now? Let us know in the comments. He's always had a jumper, but this year, he's hitting it at a way more efficient rate. He's second in the league with 4.1 threes per game on a career-high 38.2% from deep. So naturally, AI compared him to...
Who in the league reminds you of yourself today besides Westbrook? I'm talking this new era.
Everybody say Ja.
Oh, yeah.
But man, let me talk about this guy. What the hell is wrong with Luka?
Luka's different.
Yeah,
73 in Atlanta, ball on a string.
You can go there, but I didn't even want to go there. You know what I mean? That goes without saying, 73.
Sure.
I'm talking about his style. Like, it's kind of like street ball.
That swagger that AI talked about in Luka, that's what he saw in himself as a player. Other than that, they aren't quite the same guy. AI couldn't shoot from deep, he wasn't interested in passing, and was about half the size of Luka on a good day. But both were revered by their peers, and both had trouble finding the right partner in the backcourt. Pairing Luka with another guard is tricky. Do you want him with a defensive-minded shooting guard, or do you want a point guard beside him? For the most part, the Mavericks have gone with a 2-point guard lineup, with Luka as obviously the dominant ball handler. For most of his career, he was playing with Jalen Brunson. Obviously, Knicks Brunson proved that letting him go was a massive mistake. But midway through last year, he's been playing with Kyrie Irving, who's about the same size as Brunson, maybe a little taller, a little thinner. He's not as good at traditional point guard duties as Jalen is, but Kyrie is a better off-ball offensive player. Does that work better with Luka? Neither Brunson, Kyrie, or Luka are all-world defenders, but because of Luka's size, he can hang with most guards. Could he play with Iverson?
One of the days where I would want it to be Luka, because he's a big point guard. Yeah. I can still play the two. Yeah. He can guard the two, I guard the one. You know what I mean? I think it'll just be deadly.
Pairing guards with Luka has been a cakewalk compared to what Philly was going through in the early 2000s. It's hard to build a team around a player who needs that many shots and can't guard anyone. He needs a backcourt partner who can guard and doesn't care about shots. So Jerry Stackhouse absolutely didn't work alongside AI. Stackhouse wanted to shoot as much as possible. That's why he dropped almost 30 a game when he stopped playing with superstars. The two guys who worked with AI, Aaron McKie and Eric Snow, they were two defensive-minded guards who could throw an entry pass and cover up for AI on the other side of the floor. Neither were traditional point guards, but AI wasn't a traditional shooting guard. Could AI and Luka play together? Iverson tried playing with an offensive-minded star in Denver when he played with Carmelo Anthony. The stats looked good and it was insanely fun, but they were bounced in the first round both seasons. Luka's a better playmaker than Iverson, so you kind of want him initiating the offense most of the time, but then you have Iverson playing off ball, and unlike Kyrie or Brunson, Iverson wasn't a good three-point shooter, despite taking more than 4 a game most of his career. For his entire career, he was 31% from deep, not exactly an off-ball threat. Defensively, Luka is smart enough and strong enough to hang with anybody, and this season the effort's been a little more visible, but he's still no lockdown defender. Iverson was good at off-ball steals, but he wasn't stopping anybody. Overall, it probably wouldn't work. Iverson's a really hard guy to pair with anybody, especially an offensive star like Luka. But when you have two great players on a team, anything is possible. Do you think Luka and AI could play well together? Let us know in the comments, then watch one of these videos next. Listen to The Wrong Opinion, useless NBA trivia, and garbage rankings for more NBA content.